You're watching the TC MMA podcast.
Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. And Dustin Poirier coming out this week, either today or yesterday, saying, hey, I'm going to KO Islam Makhachev. And there's no reason to doubt Dustin Poirier. Third time's the charm. This is the opportunity, but he's got to be able to defend takedowns. Takedown defense is everything against Islam Makhachev. He's certainly got the KO power to stand and strike with Islam. And Dustin Poirier has proven time and time again he had a blemish recently against Justin Gaethje. But other than that, I mean, the guy's been on fire. Beaten Conor McGregor twice. Had to fight Benoit Saint Denis after the Gaethje loss and ended up beating him. People didn't expect that to happen. But every time he faces a lower contender, he wins, and he deserves a title shot before he rides out into the sunset, which if he loses this fight, he'll probably do. But let's get into this big main event right now.
In the lightweight division for the lightweight division title, you're seeing this right at UFC 302. Islam Makhachev, 25-1. That's just ridiculous. Takes on the Diamond, Dustin Poirier, who gets another shot at the title. He comes in at 30-8. So let's get into it. Islam Makhachev stands 5'10". Dustin Poirier, 5'9". Now, in terms of activity, that goes to Dustin Poirier, 5.5 significant strikes, a 2.5 for Islam Makhachev. But the big question in this fight will be the takedown ability of Islam and the weak takedown defense of Dustin Poirier, who's shown that even when he gets taken down, he can still get submissions. But he's got a 63% takedown defense, lands like one takedown every 3 rounds. Islam Makhachev, on the other hand, lands more than one takedown per round. He's got a 90% takedown defense. So that's going to be the big storyline in this one. Islam Makhachev is on a tremendous run. Hasn't lost in a long time. Coming off the win over Volkanovski in the rematch by KO. It didn't take long in round 1. He ended up leading 24-4 in significant strikes. Now, how did the Diamond get here? He lost to Justin Gaethje, who fell to Max Holloway at UFC 300. So that's opened a door for Poirier to get the title shot because he came back and beat Benoit Saint Denis, a fighter that a lot of people didn't think he would beat. But he ended up dominating him in that fight and getting the KO. In the second round, he trailed 50-28 in significant strikes, but found a way to win. And see, that's the Diamond's MO, right? It may not look good, but he may get taken down 4 times, but he'll find a way to submit you. He always finds a way to win. But the tough part is Islam Makhachev is not going to make that easy. It's not going to be easy and highly unlikely that he's going to go in there and reverse position on Islam Makhachev to get the victory. So I say Islam Makhachev retains the belt. It's going to be a great fight, but eventually Makhachev takes him down and controls him on the ground. But DP will fight off submission after submission in this one. It will be a battle. Dustin will have some chances here, but Islam's just going to grind out a victory to retain the belt and move to 26-1. Lightweight division for the title at UFC 302.
Yeah, so as much as I like Dustin Poirier, I got to be real with you because Islam Makhachev is top 5 on the dude list. That means I put him up against anybody in the lightweight division. And maybe the welterweight division too, for that matter. That will be a tough, a tall order, especially against a guy like Leon Edwards. I think he'd have a better chance against Bilal, which might be the reason why they're training Bilal. They want to see him beat Leon. I don't know. I'm speculating. But the bottom line is this is an intriguing matchup. It's one that if Dustin Poirier wins is going to be a lot like the Max Holloway fight, because right now we view Islam as being ridiculously good, especially when he beat Charles Oliveira, 2 guys that had like 10 or 11 fight win streaks coming into the fight, and he took him down, took him apart. No one else could do it. And now he's like the king of the hill. So, and it will remain that way until he loses. And that will be a shock when he does lose the belt. If that ever happens. We'll see.
He's gonna fight, he's gonna fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass.